أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وصلى الله وسلم عليه وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْعُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ, and complete the Hajj. And in the same sentence, Allah uses the Umrah. It equates the both into one frequency. You are not going to go to Arafah perhaps, but what you're going to do is what every soldier, every pilgrim, every guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes to fill up. You're going to go to a sacred ancient house that has certain methodologies that you will apply to your rituals, that has certain very deep meaning scientifically to your soul. Okay? You're going to do things which is what we call in the scientific world, it is the anti-clockwise motion. And that motion, we and the scientists are still struggling to understand, why do you run on a track from the right to the left? Why is it that your blood circulates anti-clockwise? Why is it that the planets is anti-clockwise? Why is it that you're going to make a tawaf for 7 times? Why is it that your layer of your skin is 7? Why is it that Sama is 7? Why is it that you're making the Sawt for 7? Why is it that you have 7 weeks of the 7 days of the week? Why is what you are going to go into. And it's very important. Your intellects might not grasp and comprehend this change that is going to take place in your life. It's not only that the change happens because you go for Hajj. Wallahi, that Hajj is something of a different magnitude. It's just an extension of where the ordinary Umrah person have to be. What you're going to fill up is not your bags, first and foremostly. You're not going to be filling up presents. You're not going to go there for that. If that is filled and the other bags are empty, then you have actually wasted your money, with all due respect. You're going there to take into a currency and to buy into a trend that is going to feed your soul. That's a currency of the soul that you're going to talk about. You're going to do things where the body becomes weakened, but the soul becomes strengthened. And that is something that you alone will know. Nobody, just between you and Allah, that. You will know whether you went for the reasons that you were supposed to go, or whether you just went to tell the world, or to have the experience, or to prepare yourself ultimately for the big one, and that is the Hajj. It's not going to happen in that way. We want, and I'm sure your parents also want, that you undertake this journey with the understanding that it is going to bring a vibrant change in your lives. That you're going to feel your soul, that is who you actually represent in the eyes of Allah. Allah don't look at your skin. Allah don't look at your clothes. Allah don't look at where you are staying. Allah looks at who you are. And that is what you're going to put to test when you are there. And the place to actually be when you are in these 2 sacred cities is only in the Haram. Wallahi, you get better hotels in South Africa than what you find there. You get better holiday resorts anywhere else in the world than there. You are going there to see whether you are worthy and whether you are accepted in that space. That's the closest space. If you are infiltrated and if you are influenced, if your ruh can accept that frequency, then you are still okay. Now you have to fill up. You have to fill the bags and the pockets in order to see whether you can go on a higher level. You're higher conscious. You're going to go now closer to Allah because you are at His ancient house. You are following the motion that you feeding your soul. Your soul is growing now. It's growing into the right direction after having been diluted with all sorts of interferences and chemicals and material matters. Now you're going to bring out the pureness of yourself. That is determined on your intention. Your intention will justify your action. So you need to understand where you are going to and what you're going to accomplish. Even the beautiful parents, mashallah, tabarakallah, our wish as parents is, after we have experienced this beautiful city and experience of Hajj, as adults, we want our children to grow up and be in the same. Obviously, they're not going to achieve or comprehend that which we have accomplished as adults. But you as a parent must also ensure that they remain on that track that they have gone for. If they're going to go that way around, don't let them go that way around. Like, there's only one way. You either switch it on or you switch it off. Going the right way, switch it on. Going the left way is going to switch it off. And that is what the energy is that you want your children and our children to earn when they are in this beautiful state. And why we are going to this desert of all places to fill up that special pockets of our children and our respective souls. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Having that in mind, we have prepared for you clips for each step of the way. This is going to be downloaded on your WhatsApp groups. There's a step to tell you exactly what to do, whether it be on the Joburg Airport, Cape Town Airport. It will go down. Try to download it while you're in South Africa. Then it doesn't cost you so much when you go to the office. You download it at the office. You won't eat on your data because you can't make use of it on that side. It's going to be much more expensive. So that's why by probably over the weekend, all the links are all there. It's just for you to grip it onto the Dropbox and upload it, inshallah ta'ala. People, nothing happens there unless you do not take care of it. It is the holy cities of Makkah. And the haram, for all of you, is a very, very wide diameters around the haram. If you are in the haram, you are in the Masjid al-Haram. And if you are out of the haram, you are still within the haram. You understand what I'm saying? If you are staying in Movenpick, or if you are staying in Saja, or if you're staying in Funduk Karim, that is haram. Don't think that you're going to put your foot into the haram and the masjid, now you are in haram. No, the entire place is haram. You will be contradicting yourself when you say, I'm going to the haram now. You must say, I'm going to the Masjid al-Nabawi, or I'm going to the Masjid al-Haram. But the actual entire area for the distance of in and around plus minus 7 kilometers, it is haram, right around. And hence, you need to adhere to the sacredcy to buy into that wave of sacredness that you are in. You can't come in the masjid here and okay, when I come out of the masjid now, I can change myself. You're going to be in a form of i'tikaf for that entire 7 or 14 days that you're going to be within that area. Please be mindful. You know what is the worst thing that happens is that whatever you say and do and pray for inside the masjid, you get cursed when you step out of it. Because you switched it on, and then immediately when you came out, you switched it off. You went the right way, and then afterwards you just went the wrong way. We don't yet grasp this energy. But it's something, if we're only dead one day, there is knowledge of it. But when you're dead one day, you'll see that the ruh sees, the ruh has senses. It's the cloud that we are always feeding all the time. And then hence you come to realize where your bankruptcy really lies. So as a matter of caution and love and respect, wallahi, it is an opportunity for success, or a matter of wasting your parents' money and undermining the sacredcy and the mightiness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We wish for you, each and every one, that you grow a mile taller to the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala on this journey. And that inshallah ta'ala, we are not perfect people. We are not there to impress others and show them how brilliant you are. We don't expect people to become saints there. But at least we can become productive in starting something and remaining on that track. That is what we want for each one. Because you and I that undertake this journey, we become assets to ourselves, to our families, and to our communities. And we have to live up to that energy. As how we switched it on, keep the light burning, bi'idhnillah. So we will be engaging with you at different times. Wherever we can assist, our mission there is not to fulfill your accommodation part of it. Anybody can do that. Our mission out there is to make and try and see that our children and ourselves find that inner peace and surrender to the greater forces that is out there to serve the best and the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you very much, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. May Allah grant you this barakah and khair, and may you see that which you have intended out initially to have accomplished on this mission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah khair.